Verbally Effective with Ina Esco is an interview-style podcast that intersects art, culture, politics, and entertainment with a Memphis focus. Each week, I'm joined by a featured guest with roots in Memphis. Verbally Effective delves into each guest's personal journey to uncover the incredible stories fueling their purpose, the highs and lows of their pursuits, and how through their passion, they are moving the culture forward. Be sure to follow Verbally Effective and Ina Esco on Instagram. Also, download the Verbally Effective podcast on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Play Music. Don't forget to check out the website and submit to be a guest at verballyeffective.com. Greetings, and welcome to another edition of the Verbally Effective podcast powered by We Are Memphis. I'm your host, your double E, Ina Esco, and check it out. I need you guys to subscribe to the podcast on all streaming platforms, Verbally Effective, and also see the visuals right now on the Ina Esco YouTube channel. And check it out. We about to get in some real Memphis conversation today because my good friend, Mr. Marques, the creator and, the whole owner of Unapologetically Memphis media platform is in the building with me. What's up, Marques Cook?
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Finally made it.
You finally made it. But you know what? You right on time, Mr. Marques. We actually met in person at the Pod Box event. You came through.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so shocked that you were there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God, are you Mr. Unapologetically Memphis?
I had to come. Like, you legend to me. I was like, I've been listening to Ina Esco a long time on the radio.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what, Marques? I am so proud of you and how you have completely transformed your media platform. Like, you put their work in and I know it's a lot that come with it, right?
It's a whole lot.
Yes, we're going to get all into that. But we're going to start at the beginning, Marques. What part of Memphis are you from?
I started out, I was born in Orange Mound, Chemical Cabana apartments or whatever. Mom and dad split up, moved back and forth from Olive Branch to Whitehaven. A lot of time in Whitehaven, a lot of time in Olive Branch.
Okay.
But, man, I've been all over. Hickory Hill everywhere. Like when I got on my own, Hickory Hill, South Memphis. I've been all over Memphis. So
yeah,
I'm unapologetically Memphis.
You unapologetically Memphis. Yes, you are, because you know a lot about the M. But let's back up a bit still. What high school did you go to?
I ended up going to Olive Branch. Don't kill me, Memphis. I went to Olive Branch.
OB.
After my mom and dad split up. So I ended up doing the Olive Branch. And ended up graduating from Olive Branch because my grandparents were like, well, let him stay there since he been there his whole life and he got friends there. So I'm like, okay. So I was back and forth between Memphis, but I went to school in Olive Branch. Okay.
And like back then when you went to Olive Branch, because you and I are about the same age, how was Olive Branch? Because, my son attends Horn Lake High School right now. And from my understanding, things are so much different from DeSoto County back in the late 90s versus now, right?
We had one Mexican family in Olive Branch when I went to school. So
one.
And, we had black people, but, it was majority white. But like I said, it was good for me. It helped me understand my people. So I try to make the page about culture. So that it kind of helped me with both sides of it. Like, okay, I see white culture and black culture. So yeah, I embrace mine a little better, but.
I got you.
So I'm like, okay, we're going to make a page and we're going to make it all Memphis culture. Like, okay. So.
Yes. So what was Marques into back then?
Oh, man. Nice cars, video games, just the average stuff for a little boy, man. Man, just running the streets. When I got 15, they couldn't keep me out of Memphis.
You was addicted to the M. You had to go back.
Man, I was like, man, we all downtown. I remember the first time going down Beale Street with my driver license and going down the one-way street the wrong way.
No.
Like, I'm going the wrong way. So I'm like, okay.
But it was that energy in the Memphis streets. I already know. Because my son, he trying to get to him. So, yeah. Real bad.
Lived in Memphis.
Okay, so Marques, let's talk about what happened after you graduated from Olive Branch.
Really? Oh, that's when I graduated. We were chasing girls, settled down with a girl.
Yes.
And I stayed on, what is it? think that's Shelby Drive. No, that's Winchester and Chulahoma at the apartments. Right, I don't even remember the name of them, but like right across from Lake Point.
I know what it is.
So that was like the first place I stayed in Memphis, like after I graduated high school. So a lot of good times.
A lot of good times. Okay, I see you reflecting over there, Mr. Marques. Well, let's get right into it. Let's talk about Unapologetically Memphis. How did it all begin, Marques?
It began with me just riding around the city one day, just like people usually say, Memphis, it ain't nothing to do in Memphis. I'm like, man, I'm just riding around looking like, man, it's a lot of different restaurants and just places we just don't usually go to that's big in Memphis. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just do a Memphis page and kind of put some positive energy on Memphis. And we started out low, but now we're just steady growing. So
steady growing. What year did you start it? The account?
I started the account 2019.
2019. And were you very active on social media even then?
Not very. I would post some, and then I just wouldn't mess with it. Then I ended up talking to my partners about doing the page. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start being consistent with that page and post more stuff about Memphis. And man, we just took off from there.
Yes. So like probably the end of 2019, you had how many followers versus how many you have now?
December 2019, I know I think I was looking at it with like 550 followers. So then I started posting real big like in December. And I think about in 2 or 3 months, I was like, man, I got a couple thousand people. So I was like, okay. Then I started posting about like, I posted Whitehaven, I think first, and I put in a definition. And I think, what's his name? He rap with 3C Mafia on Ass and Titties.
Mr. Dale.
Mr. Dale.
Yeah.
Mr. Dale end up, he inboxed me like, hey man, you making some merch with that on it or whatever? Like, no, but I said, I think I'm finna make some.
Since you suggested it, Dale.
But I started doing all the neighborhoods, and then I think he won't. What's his name? Devin. What's his name?
Steele?
No, not Devin Steele. He won't making the band.
Devin Crutcher.
Devin Crutcher. He he's from North Memphis, so I started doing like North Memphis and stuff. He was like, man, do one for North Memphis. And man, like after he caught on to it, man, the page just steady kept going up. So I was like, okay, let me do some more of these. And it just everybody wanted their neighborhood ripped. So
okay, and where you sitting at today on that follower count?
It's 63.5, I think.
Okay, and steady growing.
So
wow,
it should be 64 probably by the weekend.
Yes, I'm sure. Marques, tell us like what a day in the life of Marques running Unapologetically Memphis socials is like, because you got to put the content out there.
Man, I get tons of inboxes of people just sending me stuff like just crazy stuff that may be Memphis related, may not be. So a lot of stuff, if it ain't Memphis related, I put a flip to it, and it make it funny. I try to make a caption that would be a Memphis caption or what somebody would say from Memphis, since that's all I know.
Okay. Yeah.
And we go with that. So it's a hectic day, just trying to look through content, and man, so I've been busy trying to go to people's events now. So I try to make it to your event. If you ask me, I try to make it to it. Hey, what you charge? Nothing at the moment, but.
And that's for you just to go to the events. Right.
So, yeah.
Okay. So this is what I want to know. What kind of feedback are you getting? Because I'm sure while you get, people that love Memphis, that want you to rep their particular hood, I'm sure there are other types of feedback as well. It's well-rounded, I'm sure.
Inbox gets some of that too, so. I think I posted something about, I think I posted something about the guy following the girl the other day. So one of my followers was like, "Hey, I understand you trying to make women aware about this, and it's a trigger for me." So I'm like, I wasn't trying to make you scared. I was just trying to make you aware. I was like, I got a wife and kids.
Right.
I know a lot of times kids may distract you, and you know, my wife might be on the phone, like women be on the phone. So I was like, I just wanted you to be aware. I wasn't trying to trigger nothing. I don't know if I think she had went through a situation like that where somebody tried. So I was like, sometimes I get feedback on stuff like that. So I'm like,
do you consider taking it down if you get some of that feedback?
I had some posts I took down that people reached out to me and were like, I don't think they were respectful. So I look at it and be like, you know what? I got family, and I'm gonna try to respect you too. So if it's just, I try to have a filter where it's Memphis, but it's not too disrespectful.
Right, because it's all about perspective, though.
So yeah, so I'm like I'm big on respect for anybody and everybody. So I'm not gonna purposely disrespect you.
Right, and because your platform has grown, your popularity has grown. What's going on? Where are we taking Unapologetically Memphis?
Well, we working on getting the podcast together now. So Unapologetic Memphis podcast coming up. Get ready. We're gonna try to get everybody that represent Memphis, restaurants, rappers, whatever, come on to the show and let us know a little something about you.
Okay, so it's going to be parallel to your platform on what we see on social media.
We want to spotlight the city, so everybody see all the negative on the news. We try to counter the negative with some positive.
Yes, you do. You do. And you know what? I know we were talking around the time the Grizzlies were at the playoffs.
Oh.
How was that like,
that was crazy. Crazy.
For Unapologetically Memphis during playoff time?
I think everybody found out what a fourth bluff was. So
I know I did.
Because I know some inside people were like, man, the bluff wasn't nearly as big as it was like before you started posting it. Because I remember going to the first one, and man, like they had the food trucks on the yard or whatever. And then when we went to the next playoff game down there, and they cut the street off and put all the food trucks in the street. I was like, I said, Unapologetic Memphis must have made an impact.
Okay.
Like, okay.
Because people are sharing your content all day, and people are enamored and curious about this city of ours.
Oh yeah, it's crazy that a lot of people that left the city, like, I feel like I'm at home just watching the page, because it's like man, you keep your content like. It's like I'm there, like I ain't never left.
Yes.
I said that what we were aiming for. So
yes. Now, do you have a team, or is it solo dolo?
Me and my wife, the team.
Okay. Shout outs to wifey.
We the team. She support me, so
yes.
As long as she pat me on the back, we team.
Yes. Now people can advertise.
Yeah, advertise.
Unapologetically Memphis.
We want you to advertise because we want everybody to see what the city has to offer. Like, people come from out of town, they need to know what we have here. Like I said, when you go to Atlanta, you research and try to see all the stuff you can find. And like I said, we want to have the same environment here. Like you don't have just one spot. Everybody like, you blowing up my spot. I'm quite sure them owners want this spot blowed up.
Okay. You already know. Let's generate some revenue. Let's talk about top 5 people and or places who embody Unapologetically Memphis. Top 5 people. Let's start with that. Who do you think of?
Man, look, when I think about it, I just go on to people that interact with us all the time. Like, I know DJ Paul, Gangsta Boo, and even Deuce Duke. Like, man, I got several people. Kia Shine, everybody in Memphis, like Lil Migo. Even we got old and young. Like, man, it's a variety. I was like, I can't just, the top 5 need probably about 10.
Top 10 then.
But yeah, like, man, it's a wide variety. So I can't say just 5.
Yes, I got you. Now, what motivates you to inform and entertain people using your social media platform?
I just want people to feel like I felt growing up in Memphis. In Memphis, man, I had the time of my life as a kid. So, like how you come up with the content? I was like, I put it in the perspective of as when I was 18, and I want you to see it like I was seeing it when I grew up, going to the Mall of Memphis, and you know what I'm saying. We going to Crystal Palace and all that. So I just want to give you like I wish we could bring like a reunion or some of that stuff back. Like
I'm sure
man,
you
Memphis,
can.
Memphis was like, man, if you missed Memphis in the 90s, you missed
wow.
out.
That's when I got to Memphis, baby, in 95.
Yeah, you missed Memphis.
Memphis was off the chain. Yeah. And there was no social media then.
Nah, we were having too much fun. I was real ignorant then.
Wow. Now, are you, okay, I know you're doing Instagram, Facebook. What about YouTube?
I got a channel for the YouTube. Since we're gonna start doing the podcast, I know I cranked it up, and we got TikTok, so we're gonna crank all that up and put snippets and full shows on the YouTube. So we're gonna take advantage of everything. So we need you to follow and share all of that.
Yes, and how can they follow Unapologetically Memphis?
Oh man, put in Unapologetically Memphis. People tell me that'd be the first thing pop up now, so I said that's dope.
It is. It is.
I like that's dope.
Now, are you up to collaborating with other people in Memphis?
All the time.
All the time.
It's a connection thing. I want Memphis to have the same feel as Atlanta. Atlanta, to me, Atlanta jacked our style and connected, and we hated on each other really. So
yeah. How we gonna break that?
I'm gonna break it. We gonna get everybody connected. We gonna try to connect as best we can. I say I can't break everything, but my goal is to build on King's dream. Martin Luther King came here to try to connect us. I want to finish trying to connect us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And, tell everybody on the Verbally Effective podcast why you love Memphis so much. I mean, I feel like you carry it on your chest. That's you. It's
Memphis. Man, I wouldn't have the personality I had if it weren't for Memphis. Like, man, I appreciate Memphis. A lot of folks hate Memphis. They look at the news. They killing. I said the majority of the people not like that. I said, okay, we got a bunch that have a bad spirit, I say. But the majority of people just trying to work, have fun, and enjoy their day. But it ain't just we out here, all we think about is killing and hurting each other. So
yeah.
The city got a whole lot of love. It's just not shown. So I try my best to show it.
Yes, you do. And you do a great job, Marques.
Appreciate it.
Yes, you do. Now, when can we expect this podcast to pop off?
Like I said, we just talked about it this week. So we're going to try to get it started in the next couple of weeks. So
okay.
We'll say a month. I put a month on it. In a month, we're going to have you something ready to start sharing and viewing.
Okay. You heard it here on Verbally Effective, Mr. Marques Cook with Unapologetically Memphis. They're going to do the big podcast and have all the stars out here.
And shout out to Disbelief Tequila. They sponsoring it, so appreciate them.
Okay, big shout out to Disbelief Tequila. You know what, Marques? I really appreciate you coming on the pod today. And, ever since that you and I have, had words and came together, you have been nothing but representative of Memphis. And you, like you said, you want to see everybody out here win.
Oh, yeah.
Like you don't mind reposting nobody's stuff. Like
it's a team thing. We a team.
It's a
team Memphis.
Yes. So whatever you need from me, I'm here.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate it.
Yes.
And we're going to try to, we putting everybody to the next level. We're gonna get up high as we can get with it.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the Verbally Effective podcast. Everybody, make sure you're following Unapologetically Memphis on Instagram, Facebook, and their YouTube coming as well, right?
YouTube. You can follow Unapologetically Memphis on YouTube. We got it.
Right now.
But I hadn't been posting the content, so.
Gotcha. What you got coming up? Because you're going to events now, so
okay,
you're going to check out Mr. Marques at.
Well, the next thing we got that you come get some merch.
Yes, talk about the merch.
The Sofa food truck with Cynthia Daniel. So we're going to do that, so come see me.
Yes.
We'll have fun. She always have fun. She have some of the best events in the city, so
yes,
come on, join and connect with me.
And the Sofa Food Truck event is what date?
September the 25th.
Gotcha. Well, hey, y'all want to check out Mr. Marques and talk to him and rap about Memphis, make sure you go to the Soulful Food Truck. Get some merch, because y'all got some nice merch. Yeah, I've been seeing you guys post the merch.
We got a little something, so come on see us.
Yes.
We'll have something new when you come to the pop-up out there. So
Yes. Make sure you check out my boy, Mr. Marques Cook with Unapologetically Memphis. And thank you guys for tuning in to yet another episode of the Verbally Effective Podcast powered by We Are Memphis.